No. Okay, now I just gotta find everything. What are they gonna do? Let's see. Creator Studio. We'll get started here in a second. Just gotta find everything. Oh, come on. Live events. That's where. Control room. Average. Alright. I will start here in a second, guys. I'm looking at everything real quick. So I made all my changes. Okay. Comments. Where are the comments? Here they are. Okay. Alright. Alright, now I can finally start working on some of these buildings that I'm meant to be finishing. Okay. Alright, let's play all the way. Hey, Ahmed. How are you? Alright, time to work on some of these new buildings that have been added. Alright, so stone, oak wood, fences. So much monotonous stuff here. Brick, I need string and carpets. Where's my carpet? I need what, gray? Looks like. Gray. There it is. Okay, there we go. You should be good to go. Now I just gotta figure out how long I want these to be, because these are usually pretty long in real life. I feel like to there would be... Let's see, so if the road's here... the game project, hello, welcome to the live stream. The game should be open for everybody to join, if I'm not mistaken. Alright, so there's that. I need to figure out how wide I want these buildings to be. So we want to be 3 wide for everything. Alright. So... yeah, so I'll show you guys a couple of new things that have been added, because I've actually been doing quite a bit off camera, a little bit. Let's see. Added all 3 of these new buildings, this road here. Added these 3 buildings as well, which we will add a 4th to kind of top that one off. Also added a on-ramp to the highway. It might look like an off-ramp, but it's an on-ramp, which goes through. Added this building here. And I added this building right here. So these are just some of the new buildings I've been adding. Why don't I put floors in all your buildings? Well, mainly the only reason I don't put floors in any of these buildings at the moment is because eventually they will, but I would get really bored of it really quick. And I would rather just work on getting the outside of the buildings done first and then go back and do all the interior. But they are mainly designed for, not all of them, but some of them are designed for interior, like when I get to it. But I would just rather work on the exterior than the interior. But that's just my personal opinion, because I'm not a big fan of interior. Alright, so if I made it here, I figure out how long I want this to be. So is that about even? Not even close. So is that about even? It actually looks about even. Sweet. So what we'll make this one stop right here. So 5. Alright, perfect. Figure that one out. That was actually a little bit easier than I thought it would be. And Dark Death Kid 200 sent me a party invite. Well, he invited me to something. I'm not sure if it was a party invite, but yeah, but I don't know why I've been doing so much stuff off camera. Yeah, that's because I enjoy coming up with new designs off camera and then getting back around to finishing them in videos, stuff like that. But I've gone a little bit overboard, I guess, if you want to put it that way, with some of these new designs and like doing them off camera. Do I want this to be like all wood? Yeah, might as well. Alright, so we can stop here. Now the back will be pretty flat. I mean, that's because of how the buildings are in cities. The front has good design. And actually, this is actually one of my favorites. The I can't talk. Newly designed buildings, mainly just because of how it looks. It looks a little bit more like classic with a little bit newer. I don't know how to describe it. Anga Martinez, hello, welcome to the live stream. So maybe here, I think what I'm going to do for the next live stream, I'm going to probably do something with more subscribers, stuff like that. So I will let you guys know. I'm sure if you guys are watching this, you probably were watching the live, or you're on my Twitter, which is usually where I keep everything. Sweet Quaddy X, hello. How are you? We're just working on SouthLake again, just kind of like the last 2 live streams. So we're busy doing this, and how much farther do I have to go? Quite a bit. I've done a lot off camera. Once we get more people into the game, I will do a little bit more of a tour of like what I've done off camera the past couple of days. What do you plan on doing when you're done, James LP? I think what I want to do with this city, when I'm done with it, is maybe turn it into like 2 or 3 Hunger Game maps, like kind of separate the city a little bit. Because I think that'd actually be pretty cool. I'm not sure if that's going to actually happen, but we'll see. Brandon Wallace, hello. Welcome everybody to the live stream. Everybody who's just joining in. Go up to 11 people watching now. And boop. So I think we have enough people to where I will show you guys some of the newer things I've added into the city. Alright, how's that look? I think it looks okay. And we need to get rid of this last one. Boom, 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 boom. So give me a second, I will give you guys a quick tour of what I've done. Because I have done quite a bit off camera. Usually I don't do too much, but now I've actually been doing quite a bit more off camera. I'm not sure why, but I just have been. So, for everybody that just joined in, basically here are some of the new stuff. We have 3 new buildings here, along with this new, basically 2-lane road. I guess if you want to call it 4 lanes, separated by a median. We have 3 new buildings here, which we will be working on. Let's see, added a on-ramp to the highway here that goes in between some of these buildings and connects in the middle of this intersection. Then, last but not least, I added this building, which we will be finishing up soon. And I added this building over here. So I know it seems like quite a bit, but a lot of it was coming up with designs instead of like fully finishing it. So you will see a lot of these buildings not even finished. Like for example, this one I could have finished if I wanted to, but I decided to wait until like the next SouthLake City like actual episode. And let's take some night vision so you guys can actually see. Oh, I guess I already have it on. Do carry on. You're doing great. I love your vids. You always help me build really cool homes. Well, not a problem. Fabus. I don't know how to say your name. We're gonna be going through this again, are we? I'm not gonna be able to pronounce anybody's names correctly. And so I might just make the back completely flat. So the game should be on open. I'm not exactly sure if it is or not, mainly because I had to restart my internet and I exited the game, but it should be on open for everybody to join. So hopefully you guys can all join. Max 101 Gaming, make a store. A lot of these will be stores. I mean, in cities, the stores are always really like incorporated with the skyscrapers and buildings. So you will be seeing a lot of these stores pop up when the map's actually done. But just for now, we're kind of making the infrastructure, and then we'll go through and add like all the details and stuff like that later on. Let's see. Brandon Wallace, just say you are my best builder ever. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Let's see. That'd be cool if you could transfer the world to PC when you're done and install mods and make it a GTA server. I had talks with, because it's actually something that not too many people knew about. I actually had talks with a server company about using Newfield City, which is my old city if you guys aren't familiar with it, for their GTA server map, which was actually kind of interesting. I mean, the plan never went through, but we talked about it a little bit. And at some point, I'm sure I will be able to get SouthLake when it's finished onto the PC. It all depends on if a mod comes out to where I can get the map off, but basically I can't now, but hopefully later on they have a mod or an application or something where I can get SouthLake off the Xbox One and onto the PC, because I would definitely appreciate that for interior. And that's also another reason why I don't really do interior too much, is because a lot of interior is a lot of the same thing, and I would just prefer to use like World Edit to finish up all the floors and do stuff like that, and then finally just make all the buildings on console. To me, it's just a little bit easier that way. Make a small town. I mean, there will be some, let's see, who asked that? Brandon Wallace. There will be some towns, stuff like that later on. But right now we're kind of like in the main downtown part of the map. Once we actually started expanding out past these walls here, because that's actually where the original map was. But once I start expanding it, you will see like more towns and neighborhoods, stuff like that, come up in the future, but that won't be for a while because I still have a lot more to get done here in the main part of the city. But we're getting closer every single day I work on it. Leon Wager, I subbed about a year ago, and wait, what? A year ago, what? Yeah. Leon, you confused me with that comment, man. You kind of like made my words flubble. Shout out, I just got here. You have 2 hour names for me to pronounce, sorry. Can you make more tutorials, please? And that is by Marcus Henning. I've actually been doing a lot more tutorials. I mean, on Monday, the house series finally starts back up for 10 weeks, and then it'll be gone for a little bit, so I can come up with more ideas. So you will see more tutorials for the next 10 weeks coming Monday. But I've also been doing other tutorials like, cars. I did a garbage truck or a trash truck yesterday for a tutorial. So, I mean, it all depends on like what kind of tutorials you're really looking for. Thanks for being such an awesome inspiration. You're the best. Thank you for being an awesome YouTuber. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that comment. I don't think I'm the best YouTuber out there, but I appreciate that some of you guys think I am. It's an honor to help you guys build stuff and have you record for you guys. Do you like trains? Yeah, I don't have any problem with trains. They're trains. I've actually been debating about having an actual like above ground train station, but I'm not exactly sure if I want to or not, because I'm not sure like where I would incorporate that into the city. But you never know. I could have it in the residential areas, stuff like that. Because I already have the subway stations, but I also do know a lot of major cities also have like above ground train stations and stuff like that. Because like the metro is more for like going around the city, but trains are more for, I feel like, getting around like bigger parts of the maps, and that's just my opinion. How old are you? I am 20, almost 21. I turned 21 on April 20th, so on 420. Let's see. I was trying to read some comments and I wasn't placing blocks. That's one of the hardest things. Do a Taco Bell tutorial. I will do one eventually, so I already have a design made. I just have to actually record it. But I actually might change up my design for it to make it more like realistic. So you might not see it for maybe a couple months or two. I mean, it all depends on just how things go and how busy I become over that time. Joshua G. Jesus, no, I'm not 21. I'm only 20 at the moment. So you were wrong, sir. I mean, house tutorials. I mean, like I said, I think it was, Marcus that asked that? Yeah, Marcus Henning. Like I said, house tutorials are coming back on Monday. So, I mean, if you're looking for houses, you're going to get those for 10 weeks. 10 houses in 10 weeks, basically finishing up a house every single week. So basically, yeah, if you want houses, stay tuned on Monday. And then they're on until 10 weeks. And then season 2 will start at some point in the distant future when I get more designs made and everything. Let's see. Make a giant mall across each other and then connect them with a glass skywalk. Yes, I'm not going to do that because it sounds like a good idea, but in my opinion, I'm trying to make this as realistic as possible, and I feel like that wouldn't be as realistic because I'm trying to go for a lot more realism with this city. I mean, if you noticed, like in my old city, Newfield, which we actually might go to show you guys that if you haven't seen it, a lot of these like taller buildings you're seeing now is like the downtown, like the main part of downtown. But then like as you get farther away from like the main downtown, you actually get some of these smaller buildings, but they're not too small, They're kind of like the 3-4 story buildings, not like the 20 to 30 floor buildings that you see like in the main part of downtown. Make a download. I can't really do that yet. I mean, only one I'd be able to do for download would be the one I had from the 360. But that really doesn't have too much on it compared to like what I have now. So you'd actually lose a lot of the stuff you're seeing if I put a download out now. I need to put some of these things away. I don't know why I took out all that stuff. I really didn't need it. Okay, so let's see. I need quartz and slabs and I think stairs. Oh, I got a message. My game might not be on invite only. I might have to back out and like make sure it is here in a couple minutes. For the people that want to join in, when did you start playing Minecraft and do you like it? I mean, obviously I like playing Minecraft. I've been making videos on it for over a year now. So I do enjoy it, and every now and then it can get, pretty boring, but that's also why I do have these big projects, is because to me, having these big projects makes everything less boring. So that's kind of why you always see me doing like bigger projects like huge cruise ships or cities all the time. It's because it kind of keeps me busy and I always have something new to work on. I need to figure out what to do here. So what? Then this would come out. What? I don't even know. So people can join. So sweet, we don't have to exit out right now. With 4 bedrooms and when you're Bossman 17, wait until sometime in the next 10 weeks and you will actually get that house, because I actually did do a lot of those kind of tutorials. Oh, I'm invisible. We'll go uninvisible. So there will be a lot of neighborhood houses in this new series, because I've been doing a lot more neighborhood houses like in general. So you'll definitely see a lot more of those. So don't worry about that. There's actually quite a bit of neighborhood houses. Are we fitting like in the middle here? Oh, messed that one up. That is definitely not in the middle. So what, the middle be about here, maybe? Does that look more in the middle? Nope, still a little bit more off to the side. I'm too lazy to do any counting right now. Oh, come on, place it right. There we go. Yeah, that looks close enough. It looks like it's pretty much in the dead center. Maybe just move it over one more. No, damn it. There we go. Haha. Where are you from? I am from Missouri, in the United States. For all of you that are overseas. Do you want to do pixel art tutorials? No, I do not. I've never really been a big fan of pixel art. I understand it takes a lot of talent to do that, but I've never really done them, and I probably never will. That's just something I don't really enjoy doing pixel art too much. So, no offense to anybody who does do pixel art. It does take skill and talent, but I'm not a big pixel art guy. Is that the same? Alright, well, we're going to have to change that up a little bit then. Or do we? Hold on. Oh, so this goes actually over the edge? Things get so confusing sometimes. Let's see, some of the other comments. What is Minecraft? I have no idea what Minecraft is. Can you please make a sky train? I'm guessing when you mean by sky train, I'm guessing you don't mean like actual train that's up in the sky, because I would definitely not do that, because that's not realistic at all. But I'm guessing like what you're talking about is one of the trains that's up on the tracks, kind of like what the highway that we have over there is like, kind of like that. Which maybe, but we'll have to see. I mean, I've thought about doing it, but it just depends on if we have enough space for it, which we will at some point. But for now, I'm just going to stick with how things are, and it's kind of like go from there. Alright, so we need to make sure everything's even. So this would be 3. And we can get rid of that one. And that should be the middle. 1, 2, 3. See, something still doesn't seem right. Huh. So I actually need to move this over one more. Okay, so is this a stair? Nope, that's a block. Nope, that's a map. Nope, that's a slab. Nope, that's a block. I can't tell where anything. There we go. I found it. And boop. Okay, so it definitely doesn't look as good as it did over on this side, but since the side's a little bit more flat compared to this, we can't really do too much about that. Was it your favorite house that I've built? I honestly have no idea. I've built so many houses, like off and on camera, that I don't even know like which house is my favorite. I've built over 100 houses like in my time, so it really, I don't really have a favorite. I mean, I'm sure I do, but there's too many houses to kind of look through. Let's see. Whoop, I'm trying to read comments and fly. Let's see. What is your favorite house you built? Just answered that one. You're German. Nice. Germany has some pretty good stuff. Do you know who Dan Lags is? Should you build a city with him? Or you should. Yes, I do know who Dan Lags is, but we've never really talked. I mean, we've talked before, but, I mean, we know of each other, but we've never really talked all too much. So, hopefully that answers your question. And the chances of us building a city together, it's probably never going to happen. I mean, I know a lot of people, I've seen a lot of comments about it, but the problem with that is, again, cities take a very long time to build. Even with 2 people, it would still take a long time. And I would rather work on my city. I'm sure he would rather work on his, because I do know he has one. So you're probably never going to see like us do a collaboration on stuff like that, just because it takes too much time to kind of do all that. So hopefully that answers your question. Let's see. It looks even. Do a tutorial on your JCB. What do you mean by my JCB? I honestly have no idea what you mean by that. Have this one come all the way over and stop. Huh? Oh, I need to have a full block here. Okay. So, trying to make sure everything's even. And boop. Oh, boop. Perfect. Oh, there we go. Perfect. And okay. Oh, I think I have something wrong here. Oh, okay. I was actually just wondering about that. So, I actually need to redo a lot of this. So, this needs to go over here. This needs to go here. Let's see. Can you say my name? It is my birthday, and that'd be awesome. My Teen T. Happy birthday, bud. I hope you have an amazing birthday. Let's see. Man, damn it. Alright, I hate when I put the wrong stairs. It gets irritating after a while. Let's see. And we're just going to finish that off. Now, do I want to add the same thing I did in front? Which I'm not sure if it would look the same if I did. So many options to do. What we'll probably do is do something like this. Add that one, like that. And then we'll come all the way around. Do you play Minecraft Pocket Edition? No, I do not play Minecraft Pocket Edition. I mean, I've downloaded it before, and I tried it out, but I didn't really like it at all. Mainly just because I didn't like the controls of it, because I'm more of a controller person, so to me it was really weird. So no, I've never played Pocket Edition. I probably never will, so for those of you that want to see like videos on Pocket Edition, unfortunately you're probably never going to see them, so... Because also, it's really hard to record Pocket Edition, so you're never really going to see any videos on that, so sorry about that. So then we need to have stairs. So, doot. Ah, perfect. Got one in the middle there. And we'll go 2 here, then back to 3. And I think that's pretty good. What are you building? I am working on, there's some like smaller buildings here on the city that have been added off camera, but kind of like that's why I'm doing the live stream now, is so I can finish up some of these, because I really want to try to finish all these up and add some more buildings, which I need to finish. There's so much more I have to do. It gets tiring after a while, but it's worth it. So something still doesn't seem right for some reason. What did I do wrong? I didn't really do anything wrong. It just seems different. So 3, then 1. Okay. I think I got that. So what? 3. Like this. Stack it up twice. And then 1 on each side. And then slabs what? Starting just on the other... What the heck? I saw hands on the other side, like on the side of my screen. What was that? That was weird. Okay. So we need to have them start what? Right here. I'll just do it this way to make it more precise. And boop. Oh, that meant to be a slab. 2, 3. Alright, I will answer some of your guys' questions here in a minute. I'm just trying to finish this up real quick. So just keep stacking this up until we get to 1 more. That seemed right. So we have 2 blocks up top. 2 blocks up top. Sweet. So that's all done. Do you have a girlfriend, and which country do you live in? I do have a girlfriend and I live in the US, so hopefully that answers your question. What do I want to use for the roof? I'm not exactly sure. Maybe I might use... Actually, a really good question. I'm not sure what I want to use for the roof. Might just use light gray stained clay. Do you play Minecraft on the PC? And that was Lazy Gamer. I do play Minecraft on the PC, not as much as I play console, but yes, I do play on the PC. Actually, my survival series that hopefully you guys have been watching, that actually is on the PC, so all those videos are on PC. If you want PC, there's not really too many tutorials that I do on PC, mainly because I do my tutorials on consoles, because 1, that's where I started, and 2, I don't like, since I started on console, I don't like doing tutorials on PC, where they have more blocks, and I don't like to leave out, well, if you're on console, you can't really use this block, because on PC you have stained glass. So I don't want to run into that problem. Once we get stained glass though and stuff like that, I will always do more tutorials on console than PC, definitely. Do you like ranch houses better or modern houses? I mean, it's kind of a hard question to answer. I mean, because every house is different. There's different designs for ranch houses. I mean, I'd probably say when I just started making houses, I definitely enjoy modern a little bit more. But once I learned how to build traditional and found out you can actually use it a little bit more than you can modern, I'd probably have to go with traditional, just because it's a little bit easier to use in a city and stuff like that. Can I join your map and not build and just look around? Yeah, you can join in. The map is on open, so anybody can join in. Now, I will not let anybody build. It's not because I don't like you. Don't get that into your head. It's just because I'm really picky about who I let build on this map. Just because I've spent so much time on it that I'm kind of picky about it. So, don't think it's not that I don't like you. It's just because I'm just very picky. Do do you want to make in the future more live streams? Yes, I actually, ever since I found out how fun live streams are, I've always thought about doing live streams, you know. I mean, it's crossed my mind a couple times. But the first and second live stream that I did, they were more entertaining, you know. I mean, it gives me more things to talk about. So I actually do want to go do more live streams later on. Not just like on this map. Like, I just want to do more in general at some point. Let's see. What do I want to do here? Might make this extend out one more block. And then do this. Kind of finish it off. Where's my slabs? And boop. Boop. And I gotta do the same thing to the other side, of course. So much like finishing touches. Alright, so then put that one there. Oh, messed up again. I'm doing horrible about messing up right now. And finish this off. Alright, that's good. What's your Xbox name? My Xbox name is this. I am playing on the Xbox One, so if you don't have an Xbox One, you probably won't be able to join. I'm sorry, but that's just how things work. So this building's finally done. Loaded it on the map. Sweet. Well, it's not actually, is it fully done? Actually, it looks like it is. I mean, the back's not really going to have anything because you're not really going to see that at all. So that's basically done. What other games would you like to play? I mean, I definitely like playing Grand Theft Auto 5, but my favorite game to play is definitely Battlefield. Just because I like the sniping in it. It's just really fun in my opinion. That's really the only game I really play though. Is Grand Theft Auto 5 and Battlefield. Give me a second, guys. I'm going to take a drink of soda, so I'm not going to be talking for a second. Okay. Dr. Pepper. Awesome. Let's see. Is it possible to transfer a console map onto PC? I mean, there are two answers to that question, mainly because of the next-gen and old-gen consoles. So, on Xbox One, there's not any way to transfer maps. So, you can't take your maps off your console yet, just because it's newer, so not too many things have come out, like, to help the modding, like, community. But I'm sure at some point you will be able to get maps off the Xbox One onto PC. But not now. But if you're looking to get maps from, you know, like the 360 onto console, you definitely will be able to do that because it's a lot easier to do. So hopefully that answers your question. I mean, it's really the best I can really answer it. What will you do for your 300,000 subscriber special? Honestly, I have no idea. I mean, I still have a long ways to get until I get to 300,000. And I'm really bad with coming up with, like, you know, thank you videos, stuff like that. So honestly, I have no idea. I mean, I'll probably think of something, but at the moment, I have no idea. I haven't really even thought about it yet, and that might sound bad, but that's just how it is. Do a question and answer. I will at some point. Let's see. Doctor in the house. Oh, we have a doctor. Ooh, so if I fall too far, I can be survived. I'm trying to think of like what I want to work on next. Let's see, because I don't really want to work on these buildings like at the moment, really. Do you have a Xbox 360? Yes, I definitely do have an Xbox 360. I don't play it as much anymore ever since the Xbox One came out, but yes, I do have one. I've had it for a long time too. I love the 360. Let's see, what are some other questions? Does Craft have creepers? Oh yeah, it does. It actually gets really annoying when I'm working on my house and they fall off the wall and blow up everything I just worked on. It gets really annoying. I want to add some new buildings like skyscrapers somewhere, but I'm not sure where I want to add them yet. Also, I actually have some new things in the water. Well, basically one new thing. I have a yacht that's in the water now, which is actually like a modern yacht, which I'm actually really happy with. I think it fits in perfectly with the city. Unfortunately, I can't place string in it. You kind of make it look like it's moving, but whatever. It's not that big of a deal. It's just like a small touch. How will be this live stream? I don't know. I don't know what you mean by that. You might mean like how long is the live stream going to be? At the moment, I don't know. I mean, this really all depends on how long I have really. I mean, because I have stuff later to do today. What is a good alternative to quartz for building? I mean, I think it depends on your texture pack, but a good alternative would be like white, stained clay, white wool, stuff like that. Let's see. When you start working on Newfield and now that it can be expanded. I haven't really worked on Newfield. I really haven't planned on it, mainly because of the growth of SouthLake. I want to focus on the city more, which, again, I'm not really sure what I want to do at the moment. But yeah, so Newfield probably won't be worked on for a long time. Maybe at some point it will. Maybe I can even turn that into like a subscriber map or something. But at the moment, you're not really going to see any Newfield videos coming out anytime soon. Just because I've been so busy with SouthLake, and I'm focusing on SouthLake a lot more than anything else at the moment. After you finish the city, we'll go up for download. I mean, hopefully, this really all depends on if I can get the map off the Xbox One yet. I mean, there's a lot of factors that come into a lot of this stuff about if it will be downloaded and stuff like that. So a lot of that stuff will come in the future, guys. So I'm not trying to shut you guys down or anything, but basically a lot of that stuff you're not going to know until later. I'm not sure we want to add a new skyscraper. What is my favorite gaming console? Definitely the Xbox. I mean, I like the Xbox 360 and the Xbox One. I've never really been a Sony person, so I'm not going to say Sony. But yeah, I'm mainly 99% of an Xbox guy. Let's see. Who is your favorite YouTuber? My favorite YouTuber is actually Rooster Teeth, just because I like their content a lot. They're funny, and I like people who are funny, so that's basically the content I watch. I guess I could add the skyscraper here. What do I want to use for it? Could use... Well, I don't want to use snow because I use snow here. See, this is actually the design process, guys, of what I want to use for a building. It really depends on what the buildings around it have and stuff like that. Can we use stone? I mean, stone's not used too much around here. So we'll try some stone with... I'm not sure what I want to use. While I'm looking, I will answer some of your questions. I can't join, dude. Help. Are you sure it's on invite only? Or it's not on invite only? Yeah, it's not on invite only. I mean, I haven't invited anybody, and there are people in the game, so there are people that can join. I mean, I'm not exactly sure why you wouldn't be able to at the moment. Man, I'm not sure what I want to use. This is kind of bugging me. Maybe some stone with stone bricks and cobblestone, maybe? But I'm not sure if that would look good. This is actually the full design process, guys. Trying to find the material I want to use for a building takes quite a bit of time, in all honesty. I like the look of gray as well. Might use gray stained clay for this. What texture pack is your skin in? Well, I'm guessing you mean what skin pack. I'm not actually sure. It is actually in... Let's see. It is in... I can't... Oh, alright. I actually don't remember which one it's in. Oh, it's in Skin Pack 2 on the Xbox. Let's see. Will you go back on PC to extend the river if you ever extend the world? And again, this comes back to the whole point of, will I be able to get the map off of the Xbox One and onto PC? I mean, again, this really depends on all that. There's a lot of factors that come into extending the map, in all honesty. All right, I need water. I don't have to deal with clearing out all this stuff, so I'm going to do it the easy way. Boop. There we go. Easy. Alright, so I wanted a 2-block gap, so we'll start... I thought I got rid of it. There we go. So 2-block gap maybe. Come on. So we start here. We'll start about there. I think we'll be good. Let's see. When will you add a stadium? And that was by Brandon Alderich. The stadium's not going to come for a while, along with the airport, stuff like that. Mainly because I don't have enough room for it at the moment. I mean, if you look over there, it looks like I have plenty of room. But with how big I want the stadium to be, I don't have enough room, by any means at the moment. Because, for the actual stadium, I might. But, as for parking, stuff like that, I have nowhere near the amount of space I need for everything. And also, it would look really out of place, right here. So that's another reason why I'm not adding it there. Let's see. Make a airport. Like I just discussed, will be added later on. But again, being the airport, airports are really big, so obviously I need a lot more room. Again, there's so many just small factors that really come into a lot of this stuff. Let's see. The stained clay more smooth instead of this rocky texture. I mean, I understand what you're saying, but at the same time, I thought the same thing. But after looking at it, I mean, the city texture pack is supposed to look more like concrete, you know, like colored concrete, stuff like that. So I understand like why they didn't make it like a solid. So I actually kind of like it. I mean, after you actually start using it a little bit more, you kind of like warm up to it a little bit. So, let's see. Would you build a theme park when you get more room? I thought about a theme park, and that would more likely go in the residential area, not in the city. But I'm not sure if I honestly have like the building capability of making a theme park that would be up to my standards. So I wouldn't get your hopes up on a theme park. That's just something I don't think I'd be too good at building. Do you play Call of Duty? If you do, I'm not even going to finish the rest of that question, mainly because I don't play Call of Duty at all. That's all like the rest of it was. If you do play Call of Duty, yeah, I don't play Call of Duty at all. I used to like it, but then, I don't know, I got away from it just because it's kind of boring to me at this moment, like at this time. Mainly because I like Battlefield, it's more of a challenge, and I don't know, I've always preferred Battlefield lately compared to Call of Duty. I haven't bought like the last 5 Call of Duty games. It's because they've been boring to me. Like, no offense to Call of Duty fans, but that's not my game anymore. Let's see, other comments. Will you play Peaceful Survival? I mean, if I ever do play Survival, it's never on Peaceful. It kind of defeats the whole purpose of Survival then. But, yeah, I mean, at some point I would play, you know, Survival with you guys for live streams and stuff like that. Man, I just want to, like, I'm doing a live stream today because I want to work on some of these new buildings instead of, like, waiting until Tuesday to upload a SouthLake video. So, I figured, hey, why not do a live stream again? How you join the game? You just join the game by, if you have an Xbox One, you just go into my name and press join game. I think that's what you do, anyways. Alright, we'll add one more window here. When do you think you'll be done with this city? This city is not going to be done for a long time. I mean, especially since I can start expanding it. I wouldn't expect the city to be done for like another 3 years, maybe. Just like how much room I would have to work with. So, yeah, don't expect it to be finished anytime soon. Because I still have a long ways to go with a lot of things. Let's see. What are you going to call this city you're making? I mean, it already has a name. It's called SouthLake. It's called SouthLake City. And mainly just because I like the name of it. I mean, it has nothing to do with, like, any real city. It's just a name that... I'm horrible at coming up with names, so I looked up, like, you know, cool names for cities and stuff. And Southlake was one of the choices, so I was like, hey, I'll choose Southlake. And that's how the name came about. Really simple, like, really stupid, but it works. I think it works well with the city. We'll add 2 for each. Okay. This is going to take some time. So, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Oh, messed up. Give me a second, guys. I'm going to have another sip of Dr. Pepper, so I'm not going to be talking for a second. Oh, okay. Oh, that's so much better. My throat is getting, like, really dry. Is this honestly wide enough? I mean, it is, because we're going to have more stuff added to this building to make it wider, so I think we should be good for now. Let's see. What is your real name? My real name is Alex, so really simple name. I mean, a classic name. Alexander the Great, if you want to call me that. But like, seriously, no, don't call me that. Let's see. How long on average does it take to build a skyscraper? I mean, that's kind of a really hard question to answer. I mean, because every skyscraper is different. I mean, that is a good question, but at the same time, it's like, I don't know how to answer that. Because it depends on how much time you want to put into it, what kind of skyscraper it is. So there's so many like different variables that kind of like vary when it comes to building skyscrapers and stuff. So that question's really hard to answer at the moment. I mean, my guess would be like for a skyscraper like this, like the one next to it, maybe like 2 hours if you want to fully complete it. This one that we're making, I couldn't even say. I mean, this really all depends. I mean, maybe it'll take an hour, maybe it'll take 3. This really depends on like a lot of different variables like that. Also, for a lot of you guys that want to know, like, will I be making any more skyscraper tutorials? Yes, I will be in the future. I don't have any like recorded at the moment. But yes, like here in the distant future, I will definitely like make another skyscraper week or something like that. So just get ready for that. I mean, again, don't expect it like in the next like month or two, but there will be some of those videos be coming out. So don't worry about that. Why are you not on Twitch? So I actually got this question quite a bit on my last live stream. And I'm not on Twitch because, in my opinion, I don't see the point when I can live stream on YouTube. And Twitch is mainly just all about live streaming. So if I can live stream on YouTube, I don't see the point of using Twitch. I mean, there might be something I'm missing out on that I haven't heard about. But since I can live stream on YouTube, I haven't really ever thought about using Twitch. But, you know, like maybe at some point I will, but as of like right now, I don't really see the point. How long is the live stream? I honestly have no idea yet. It all depends on how long I want to have it go. I'm not exactly sure how long I want the live stream to be yet. Dang it. I keep messing up. Oh, dang it. Messed up. Oh, messed up like 3 times in a row. Awesome. Let's see. When will you do another stadium tutorial? I've never really thought about doing another stadium tutorial. I mean, I've just never really thought about it. And maybe I will do one at some point, but again, don't get your hopes up on that. I mean, stadiums take a while, and the last stadium I made wasn't even that good in my opinion, like looking back on it. So, I don't know. I mean, maybe I'll make another one, but again, don't expect that like anytime soon. What's your record on longest live stream? Well, considering I've only done 2 live streams, or I guess 3 by the time of this, my longest live stream I think was my second one. That was like an hour and 27 minutes, something like that. So it wasn't like extremely long. It wasn't like the 5-hour ones, but it wasn't too short either, in my opinion. How old are you? I'm 20. Let's see. Does your college have fire drills? I mean, colleges, most of the time, like when you're in college, you already know what a fire drill is, and you know what to do, and you know where the exits are. That's really the only thing they go over in college is like where the fire exits would be. But no, you don't have any like fire exits or like fire drills in college. At least not the ones I'm in. I mean, they don't have any, but I could be wrong on like other ones. So I don't know. I'm not gonna speak for every college because I don't know. How tall is your building? The one I'm building right now, I'm honestly not even too sure. I kind of just guesstimated it at the moment, which it's still going to end up being taller than this at some point when it's finished, but we'll have to see is just how it looks when it's all done, because maybe at some point, if I don't even like it when it's done, I'll get rid of it. And you guys actually might see that, because it looks good now, and like it looks like it's going to be decent, but later on it might look like crap, and I might get rid of it. So we'll have to see how things go with that. Can you add a shopping mall? I am definitely going to add a mall. I mean, I added one in Newfield, but the only problem was I felt like with Newfield I kind of rushed like where I put everything towards the end. With SouthLake, I want to take my time, and I feel like a mall wouldn't look that great in the city unless I get like the perfect design for it. So at the moment, there's still no plan for a mall, like where I would put it, but there definitely will be one in the future. I mean, there's definitely like a lot of maybes when it comes to the city, like with what there's going to be and stuff like that. So there's a lot of variables that come into a lot of this stuff. Let's see. Let's see. So how tall is this now? So it's not too tall yet, but we're also not even close to being done. So I need my... Do I want to use a different color to add some... We actually might try some orange. Let's see how orange looks. If it doesn't look good, we'll get rid of it, but we're adding color to add, like, you know, like more of an eye-catching part of this building. So we'll have it come out 2 blocks, and we'll have it go all the way up. So, what platform are you playing on? I am playing on the Xbox One version of Minecraft. I almost said 360. But yeah, I'm playing on the Xbox One version of Minecraft. So that's mainly what you're going to see on my videos, is on the Xbox One. Let's see. You should plan your buildings out before building. Saves time and effort. Yeah, I would rather not plan out my buildings because, I don't know, planning I think is kind of pointless because if you miss like one block, it can mess up the entire thing. I like winging it and seeing how it progresses over time. And planning out things has never really been my thing. I mean, I understand the point of planning everything out, but at the same time, I'd rather just stick with what I like, with what I've always done. I mean, all these buildings have never been planned out, and most of them have come out decently well. So you're not really going to see any of these buildings planned out like to the full extent. Let's see. What blocks are you using? I can't tell with the texture pack. I'm using orange stained clay, stone, and light gray. Or actually, it might just be gray stained clay. Something like that. I don't know. It's something around there. What are you building? I'm building a skyscraper just because I feel like adding some new buildings. And I want to kind of make them now because I'm in a building mood. So I'm just like building just for fun at the moment and just seeing like how things turn out. Plixton, I meant like a sketch drawing. Yeah, like I understood like what you meant like when it comes to planning out drawings and building stuff like that. But I'd rather not waste my time in like you. Now you did say it would save you time to sketch everything out and plan it. It really doesn't save you any time because you're still drawing when I could have been building. So I understand like what you're saying. I understand like people do plan out their stuff, but at the same time, like I said earlier, I don't really want to take a pen and paper and plan out my building. Because one, it's extremely hard to draw with blocks. I mean, trying to make sure everything's a perfect square. Because no matter what, on drawing, it's not going to look the same when you actually build it. So that's kind of why I don't like to, draw things. Did I make that too wide now? Actually, no, I think it would actually be kind of good. So far, it's actually looking decent. At least so far. I mean, I'm not going to say it's going to look great by the time it's done, but hopefully it will. Let's see, other questions. Do you use mods in Minecraft? Not on console, but yes, I do use mods on PC. But at the moment, I actually can't use any of them because I don't know, my PC's being weird when it comes to using mods at the moment. Let's see. What college do you go to? I mean, if you go. I mean, I just go to a local college at the moment. I mean, I went to a college called Culver Stockton College when I was going there for a scholarship. But I kind of left there like after my first semester. And okay, so back to this building and like this side of the building. See, now it's definitely a lot wider than what it looked like. Aha, I tricked you. Alright, and we're just going to have this come all the way over. Let's see. Why don't you do a face cam? Honestly, I have no idea. I mean, I have done face cams on my other channel. But I don't see the point of doing face cams on Minecraft. Like, if that makes sense. I mean, I understand like face cams are good and I like doing face cams, but at the same time, I don't see the point of doing it on Minecraft because you're not really seeing anything like entertaining. It's just me looking at a screen. But like at least with like fun games and stuff like that, you get to see like more of a reaction. But with Minecraft, there's not really like too many reactions you can really have. So that's kind of why you're not going to see too many face cams on Minecraft videos. But on my second channel, Safety Boost, you will see more face cams and stuff like that. Do you have any siblings? Yes, I have one older brother who is 25, I believe. And boop, going up. Palik388, how is your world so deep and flat? I used PC originally, like when I first started off the map, to use like their customly generated new worlds and stuff. I used that to make this new world, and yeah, that's how it all started. Really. Hopefully that answers your question. I also need to go count over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Perfect. I almost had a perfect length. Will you make a cruise ship? Now, a cruise... I'm not sure if you mean like a cruise ship on this world or not. But I have made cruise ships before. Again, obviously not on this world. But on the city, I'm probably not going to add a cruise ship. I mean, maybe when I actually get to the ocean part of the map, because I do want to make an ocean. Let's see. Sorry, I just got a text. My throat's being like really dry right now. But yeah, I mean, I might add a cruise ship later on, but now you're probably not going to see one for a while until I get to the ocean. I mean, the ocean is when I would actually start adding cruise ships and like bigger ships and stuff like that. why don't you do modern builds? I mean, I do. I mean, you you will see some modern in the house tutorials coming up on starting Monday. But I've kind of gone away from modern a little bit, and I kind of described that why, like in my last live stream. And the reason for it is because you can't use modern as much as you can use like traditional and, you know, like classic buildings. And you might be asking yourself like, well, how does that make sense? In my opinion, I can't use modern as much as I can use, you know, other designs. I mean, I'm trying to think like the best way to describe it. Modern kind of looks out of place, especially with houses like in a city. And so I try not to use that too much. Like, if that makes any sense. I mean, I like modern. I think it looks fantastic. There's so many good things you can do with modern. But at the same time, there's so many things you can't really do with it. And if you want it to actually look, you know, realistic and fit in with its surroundings. So hopefully that kind of answers your question. All right. Where's my gray? There it is. Doot. Oh, my swiftness ran out. Oh, man. My throat's being really dry. He pays for subs like all you filthy Democrats. Well, I actually don't pay for subs, but thank you for your comment anyways. I like all the good and bad comments, so keep them coming. I'm not really going to allow that to affect me, so nice try if you're trying to troll, but it's not really going to work, dude. Let's see. Oh, messed up. Oh, dang it, messed up. I got a text. Let's see. How do you know how to build this stuff so good? I mean, I get this question asked a lot too, like, how do I come up with my designs, stuff like that. And my answer is always usually the same. I mean, it's usually, you know, go to, like, Google Maps, look at maps in real life, you know, and see, like, how the buildings look. But also at the same time, I like to just use the same designs I've used before in different ways. I mean, even if that means, like, making the building wider, you know, because, let's face it, at some point in Minecraft, when you have so many buildings, you're going to run into the same design several times. But what I try to do is take those designs I've already used, like, for example, like these type of windows, and try to incorporate something in that makes it stand out and different from the other buildings I've already done. I mean, so I guess the main question is, just after practice, you've known, like, you know, like, what works with what and what doesn't work with what. So hopefully that answers your question. That's kind of the best I could kind of put it. Let's see. When I try to join, it says there aren't any friends in the game, but I added you. I probably have to add you, would probably be my guess. Just because that's probably how things work. So I'll probably have to go to my friends list and add some people for everybody to join, which I will do that here in a little bit. How long have you been gaming / YouTubing? Well, a lot of people, like, a lot of you guys actually don't know this, but I actually used to have a couple of channels that, you know, like, never took off. I mean, as a lot of people do. I mean, most people have a channel and sometimes it doesn't take off, but then one day they kind of lucky and things like started like fall into place. That's kind of what happened with me. Was I've had several YouTube channels before this, but they never really took off like this one did. And so I've been gaming for a really long time, probably since I was 8, 10, like somewhere around there. I don't know. It was too long ago to count. Yeah, so I've been gaming for a long time. YouTubing probably been like 5, 6 years, or like around there. Now, some of my earlier videos definitely not that good, but hey, I mean, you have to start somewhere. All right, really, people, come on, you guys need to get out of the way. I'm not trying to be mean, but if people keep getting in my way, I do start to kick people. If they get in my way on purpose, I start to kick people because it's kind of like interfering with my building, which that's like the one thing I can't stand. I don't mind having my world open to different people. But when they start getting in my way on purpose, that's kind of when I start kicking people. Like, because I understand, like, people want to say hi and stuff, which I understand. So that's why, like, I usually give, like, 2, 3 warnings. So, again, not that I'm trying to be a dick or anything, but I just don't like when I get interrupted when I'm trying to build. But, again, I understand that people, like, want to, you know, say hi, stuff like that. Doot. I feel like I messed up somewhere, and I don't know why. MCB, can you post GTA 5? If you want GTA 5, I will be doing, like, other videos of GTA in later videos, you know, like on my second channel. But on this channel, you're not really going to see too many GTA videos. I think I've done, like, maybe 1 or 2 on GTA on this channel. But mainly if you want like other games, stuff like that, you're going to have to go to my second channel. And boop, 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 boop. Let's see. My throat is killing me. I need another drink. Am I almost done? Yeah. I'll just get a drink now, then come back. So much better. What car do I have? I have a 2013 V6 Mustang, if you know what that is. Which I'm sure like most of you guys know what a Mustang is, hopefully. It's a really popular car. And really well-known car as well. Man, my throat, I feel like I'm losing my voice. Oh, man. It could just be like it's really dry. Let's see. So, I'll answer some of your more questions here in a minute. Do you mind if people join and help you? Well, nobody's really going to be able to join and help, but I don't mind if people join. Now, I'm not, again, I always say this because I don't want people to think I hate them, which isn't true. I just don't let people build on this map because I'm very picky about, like, this map especially because I put so much time into it. So, nobody's going to be able to build on this map besides me and, like, We Be Stranger, people like that. So, you can join in, but you won't be able to build. So, I'm sorry if that kind of, like, ruins things for you. I actually kind of like this building. It actually looks decent. It's eye-catching, and it kind of fits in with its surroundings. So, I actually kind of like it. And I need to figure out a couple things I want to do with it, though, still. But, I think it's a good start. Mustang is the best car ever. I mean, I wouldn't say it's the best car ever, but it definitely is a great brand, and it is a great car. But, in my opinion, I don't think it's the best car ever, but it is close. How can we build with you? The best way to build with me would be like on other maps. I mean, I plan on starting up a subscriber world to where like, you know, we could like make a city like with subscribers, stuff like that. I mean, like subscribers can come on, make their own skyscrapers, stuff like that. But on maps like these, most of my maps, most people won't be able to build, and it's mainly just because I'm really picky. And I've tried letting people build before, and a great example was Newfield City. I made a copy of Newfield City, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna put it on to where anybody can build, and people can join in and just start building. And in 5 minutes, not even 5 minutes, Newfield was already griefed. And so that's why I don't really let anybody build, especially on my cities, because cities take such a long time to build that I don't even mess around with it. So sorry about that if it kind of like, you know, makes you upset with me or anything, but that's just one person can do it for everybody, especially the best way to put it. What do I use? Do I want to use ice for the windows? Ice might look good because there's no other windows or buildings with ice next to it. So we're going to use ice. I wish we could use cyan stained clay or something like that, or blue stained, or not clay, but what's the word I'm looking for? Windows. That's the word I was looking for. Never thought windows would be such a hard word to remember how to. Do you have Facebook or Twitter? I do have a Twitter. I'm definitely more active on my Twitter than my Facebook. I mean, I have a Facebook, but I've never really used it. And my Twitter is just like, it's MCB underscore, or is it? It's MC Builder underspace 92 is what it is. So really simple. Let's see. When are you going to finish Traditional House? I need some more, like, you know, definition, like what you mean by traditional house, because I've done several of them, so I'm not sure which one you're talking about, because I've done so many. Let's see. You should build the Empire State Building or Twin Towers from New York, and from, Empire State Building is from Chicago, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong, but I'm 99% sure I'm correct. I mean, those buildings are definitely some of the most known buildings. Twin Towers, in my opinion, are too easy to make, and I don't think that would fit in with the city. But maybe if I start running out of ideas, I might. But the Twin Towers, I'm probably not going to add those. I mean, there's not really any point to add them besides like having a memorial, I guess, would be like the best way to put it. What is your favorite game ever? I mean, I think it depends on like. I have, you know, a lot of games I enjoy. But in my opinion, what makes a great game is creativity, and I've always liked being creative. I mean, so if you look at any game and think you can do something with it, I like those games. So for creativeness, I like Minecraft the most. But as for like first-person shooter, stuff like that, I enjoy Battlefield. And and my swiftness ran out. You should build the shard. I don't even know what the shard is. Is that like a building in the UK or something? I've never heard of that skyscraper or building. Let's see. The one with the bricks, MB, when are you gonna finish? Which one? The one with the brick? I mean, I have a lot of buildings that have brick, so I'm not sure which one you're talking about. Let's see. Some other questions. What do you think of the Minecraft console version? I mean, I like it the most out of all the editions. I mean, again, PC has the best stuff when it comes to like mods and stuff, obviously. But I'd definitely say I like console edition more than anything, just because I like the fact of having a controller. And whoop, need to add that too. And doot. Oh, and okay. So how's it look with ice with the orange? I missed a couple lanes. That doesn't look too bad. I'm trying to think of like if there's anything else I could do with it. I have an idea. Let's see how this looks. We'll use cobblestone walls. Let's see if we can make a difference. Because there is a lot of color with the orange. Like, it definitely catches your eye, but maybe this will kind of help with it a little bit. Let's see. Let's build a traditional house part 1, house number 58. I'm pretty sure I finished house number 58 if I stand correct. I mean, I'm not sure if it's in a playlist. I might have to go back and check on that. But I'm 99% sure I did finish what's the word I'm thinking of traditional house number 58. Boop. And okay. How many friends did you have at school? I mean, I had quite a few friends. I mean, I played sports, so I definitely had a lot of friends when it came to like my team and stuff like that. I mean, I won't say I was like popular, but I definitely knew a lot of people. All right. Let's see. Now you don't finish the furnish. I don't do interior until like the very end. That's like one of the last things I do. And it's because I get too bored with interior. That's why none of these have interior to them. And that's actually why some of these buildings aren't actually finished. It's because I just get bored with them really quick. So that's why some have, different amounts done with them than others. It just really all depends. Let's see. What do I want to do? Can I add these here on the sides? I mean, I could, but do I want to? I'm not sure. Let's see. What is your favorite sport? My favorite sport is easily soccer or football and overseas. Just because, I don't know, I've always enjoyed it. I'm trying to think like where else I want to go with this building. Because I think it's like perfect height with all the buildings around it. I'm trying to think of like what else I want to do with it. Trick question, really. What are you building? I'm building this skyscraper you see over on the far left. At the moment, I'm just trying to think like what I want to do with it. What music do you listen to? I listen to mainly, rock would definitely be like the music I listen to the most. I listen to rap, rock, basically everything. A little bit of country, but not too much. What is the best thing you've ever built? The best thing I've ever built is probably, the city. If you're talking about just like one specific building or anything, I honestly couldn't answer that question. But like out of worlds, SouthLake's probably the best world I've made by far so far. Let's see. I'm trying to think like what else I want to do. We're gonna save this real quick. Let's see. What is your gamer tag? My gamer tag is the one on the very top right there. I'll leave that up for a second. What is your best memories of your school life? My best memories would be definitely playing sports. I've always enjoyed playing sports and just playing with teams and stuff, and I probably miss that the most out of anything. I don't really miss any part of the school, but like my teammates, stuff like that is what I miss the most. Why do you think people claim Minecraft is for kids? I mean, Minecraft is a game mainly focused towards kids, and it's not a bad thing. It's more of a childish game. Like, like I don't want to insult anybody, but that's just how it's perceived. Because it's kind of like Legos. Legos are perceived as kids, and basically Minecraft is Legos for the most part. I mean, it's all squares. So I guess it's because most, grown adults don't play, games like this, even though it's starting to get more popular, which more people are starting to play it, but that's just my opinion. Let's see. Who'd your favorite soccer player? My favorite soccer player is Ronaldo. So really well known name. I'm sure you guys know him. Let's see. What do I want to do next? I finally came up with the design for that building. And now I just want to, not finish it yet, but I'll come back and add a new design. I actually like that building, especially from this view. It looks like it fits in perfectly. Probably could have added one more orange pillar, though. Let's see. We'll go to messages. I have a couple messages here. Oh, all right. Let's read some of these messages real quick. So, loading. Still loading. Invite me, please. I can't join. Can I join? This is Johnny. Can I join? Oh yeah, somebody took my name. I think it was kind of funny. Like, it's not. He actually didn't take it, but he just added an extra Z. All right. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go to friends. So let's go unsnap. Real Madrid sucks. Hey, I mean, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. I mean, my favorite teams are Real Madrid and that's in La Liga, and then my favorite team in the EPL, I think. No, is it? Yeah, in the EPL is easily what's the team I'm looking for? Manchester United. So two like the powerhouse teams, I guess. We'll go to followers so I can start adding people. Let's see. Do you have a girlfriend? Yes, I do. I've been in a great relationship for over a year now. Do you support British soccer teams? If you do, what team? I mean, I definitely do support, British, like, I wouldn't even say they're British teams, but, like, overseas teams, yes. Man, because they take it more serious over there, so, yes, I do like the atmosphere of, soccer or football overseas, so. What do you think of baseball? I love baseball, too. I played baseball for, like, 10 years. And here's the part that's always fun, going just up and down on everything. So give me a second, guys. Some of the stuff has to load. Let's see. Add you. Oh, man. So here, after I get done adding some people, what I'll probably do is we'll head over to Newfield. So for some of you guys that have never seen Newfield, you guys will be able to see it. Newfield is my old city, it was around 100% complete. Well, besides interiors, obviously. But, yeah. So, let's see. There's going to be so many people to add. I mean, I don't want to add everybody because that will take too long and that will get boring for you guys, but I will add a decent amount of everybody. Man, I'm getting a lot of messages, though. The Shard is the tallest building in London. It would look great on your server, so you can search it up. I mean, what to see, because I know London, their style is different than from over here and like what I have in my city. But yeah, I will definitely look it up to see like if it would fit in and if it would be possible to like recreate in like a detailed size. So yeah, I'll look it up because it sounds like a good suggestion. Let's see. When did you start to play Minecraft? I only started playing Minecraft when it came out for Xbox 360 2 years ago. And that was the first time I even ever heard of Minecraft. So, hopefully that answers your question. Do you play Minecraft on Android? No, I do not. I'm going to be adding myself here in a second. Haha. Let's see. I have the soda burps. What is your opinion on rugby? I've actually never played rugby, never really watched it, so I'm not really going to judge it too much. So, mean, it looks like a rough game. I'll give those guys credit because, man, they hit people hard. And I respect, like, they don't really wear too much. But it definitely looks like an intense sport. Do you still play on Xbox 360? And if you do, add me by my name, blah, blah, blah. I don't play on 360 too much anymore, but especially like compared to what I used to play on it. Most of the time, you're not really going to see me playing on 360. But I do want to start playing it more, but still not, as much as I used to. Make GTA videos. You will see GTA videos coming out on my second channel, but not on this channel. Isn't the hardest part of building coming up with designs? Yes and no. It depends. When you're starting up a new world or a city, whatever you're building, it is hard to come up with new designs after a while. But like with me, I kind of described this earlier. I use some of the same designs in different ways. So you're going to see designs like of the windows being the same on like same buildings, but like that doesn't make any sense. I use the same window designs because the windows are like the biggest part of everything on skyscrapers in my opinion. And so what I do is I'll use the same window design, but in a different style, like maybe different material, a different like overall design for the building. So it depends on like when you start up a map is when it can be the hardest to, fully come up with designs. But yes, after a while, that is the hardest part. Let's see. Man, my throat is killing me. Why don't you use Float HB? I don't use Float HD on console because we don't have it. We don't have any mods or anything like that to take maps from or texture packs from PC to take them over to console. We're not able to do that. So, all right, we're gonna head back to Minecraft now. We're gonna save it real quick and we're gonna go over to Newfield so you guys can see some of that. Let's see, American football or soccer. I like soccer more than American football, but American football is more fun to watch in my opinion. It's because it's more fun to watch people get hit. Soccer, a lot of people get soccer mistakenly, like they don't think it's an intense sport and contact sport, but it really is. Let's see, invite only. All right. Let's see. What do you want to do when you are older? I'm going into a computer-aided drafting career, which is basically like there's architecture involved in it to an extent, but there's a lot of things like involved with computer-aided drafting. Yeah, so here's Newfield. The map was entirely filled up before we could start expanding it, so there is a lot more on this city. There are some buildings I do want to recreate on SouthLake, but there's definitely not too many because the buildings in this aren't the most realistic and they wouldn't fit in with SouthLake, but there are some buildings I will carry over. Do you know a quick way to fill an empty map? No, the best way is just, roam around. That's really the only way. Let's see. Do you have a PS4? I do have a PS4, but I have it, but I've never really played it. I've played it like once. I don't even have an account on it yet. I do want to recreate this building on SouthLake, though, because I feel like this would actually fit in perfectly. What? Stone and what material is that? It is, I think it's light gray wool. Yeah, it has to be. Yep, light gray wool. Yeah, so I'm going to try to remake this one. What do you think of Microsoft buying Mojang? I think it's actually a good thing because, some people might think it's a bad thing. But in my opinion, I think it's a good idea for Microsoft to buy Mojang. Mainly because Microsoft has the money to improve Minecraft. Where Mojang as a company didn't really have enough money to do everything they wanted to. But with Microsoft, they have, loads of money to where they can make Minecraft a better game. Especially, they can actually make it a lot better on PC, obviously, as well. So, we'll definitely see, what comes in the future. This is actually one of my favorite views of Newfield. This is, from the outside part of the map looking in. I don't know why, but it's just one of my favorite, looks of the city. You can see just, so many skyscrapers and buildings and stuff like that. Do you have a hairline? No. I have hair, but let's see. Do you play Halo? I play Halo every now and then. Not too often. Only reason I ever really bought Halo was because of Forge. And then when they kind of messed up Forge and, they didn't make it as good as they used to with Reach. Reach was the last good game for Forge, and that's kind of when I stopped playing it. Do you think PC is better than Xbox and PS3? I think it depends on, I mean, from an overall perspective, if you're looking at everything, yes, PC is better than console because it has more mods, stuff like that. But in my opinion, I think console's better. But that's just me because I've always been on console. And I like having the controller, which I know you can have a controller on PC, but it's not the same. So, in my opinion, the controls are better on console, but as for everything else, PC is definitely better for like mods and stuff like that. What do you think of Corrales? He's a great builder. I've seen his videos. He's extremely amazing at building. So I'm not going to diss him or anything because he's a great builder and his designs are fantastic. You spend more time playing Minecraft on PC or console? Easily on console. I hardly ever play PC besides Chaos Craft. What phone do you have? I have an iPhone 6. Let's see. What is your best car in GTA 5? Honestly, I have no idea. I haven't really played GTA 5 in a while. I even forgot like some of the names of all of them. Yeah, so guys, here is Newfield, which is basically, here's the map. And see, it's fully filled besides the top right corner and everything around it now. But it was completely filled at one point. And everywhere where you see grass, it actually, that's only where grass is supposed to be. Other than that, there's no grass like where where it's supposed to be. So it's a good city, but it definitely lacks a couple of things like for realism that that SouthLake has, like the highways, stuff like that, which I can add now, but it still wouldn't look the same. Bridges, also the bridges, they need a little bit more of an arc, not just being straight flat across. It's something that there's wrong with that. But this bridge, I definitely do like the design of it. I might try to recreate it on SouthLake, but we'll see because I'm not sure if I'll be able to do it to the same scale. But again, we'll have to see how things go. Elgato or HD PVR? Definitely Elgato. Elgato is just a better company for it, and especially for the size. Who's your favorite music artist? I probably have to say All Time Low is my favorite band. Where do you get inspiration from? I get it from, Google Maps, basically anywhere, real life, stuff like that. How much time are we at? We are at an hour and 25. Alright, well guys, I'm probably going to call it quits for this live stream because I'm actually running out of space on my hard drive as well. And I think we've gone through quite a bit in this live stream, so I will live stream again, so don't worry about that. As you can already tell, I've already been live streaming more and more, so you're going to see more live streams coming out, so you don't have to worry about missing any. So yeah, thank you for watching, guys. If you want to keep up on live streams and when they're going to be, started and everything like that, what games we're going to be playing, that will be on my Twitter. I will let you know, what games we'll be playing. So thank you very much for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys later. So thank you all for coming out. Bye-bye.